become pretty sharp at this. Listen, we are looking for part-time as well as full-time help, Lou. So, beyond your role as our man behind the glass and our producer, anytime you have some additional time, beyond the regular responsibilities of life and your multiple jobs and roles that you serve. So, yes, this is an 18 card with a piece of gum in the middle. Great. So, for our record keeping, this is 1975 Topps Football Cello Pack number 8. And this is going out to Kenneth M. This is a personal pack. So, Lou, that was a great question you asked. And I would say it really depends on the product that we have. So, and to be fair, the price point. So sometimes, buying a personal pack, if you look at what the cost would be to buy in the secondary market, there's not much of a difference. And then other times there's a little bit more of a difference. So I think it just depends on that as well as, where you live. So if you live 48 miles from the nearest card shop and, you're itching to have a pack opened, I couldn't think of a better way to do it. Especially if you like vintage. Ooh, we got a Hall of Famer coming up right after Bill Bradley. And not the former basketball Hall of Famer as well as Senator. Wow, can you imagine? That would be quite the hairdo right there. So this is a really nice card. So not I don't think it's quite tenable, but it looks like to be in the 9 range. This is a George Blanda record breaker, 1975 Topps. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's like, did I just miss it and blow the game? I never really took such a good look at that. So what's interesting is in 1975, you would have thought Topps had, hey, Bobby, thanks. I appreciate you joining us and saying that. I really do. I'm looking forward to seeing you up in Toronto. So I really thought that the Topps, or the back of the Topps cards, would have the, the birth years and the dates and such. However, when you're George Blanda and you played for 39 years, Topps basically ran out of room. There's no, so effectively he's infinity. I hope he's not. How many, listen, realistically, now let's talk turkey here. What are we talking about time frame? How many more years is he going to go? Okay. I think that's fair. 3 would be a stretch and 1 would be surprising to you, right? Yes, that would have been the caveat that I would have said as well. I agree. So check this out. Oh, I wasn't that familiar with him. See, this is more your time period. So this, Bubba Smith, I'm certainly familiar with him. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Check that out. So that looks 9-able. So far, Kenneth, you have at least a couple cards that I would grade. We're happy to grade those for you on the house. So that's something that we do that's really fun for the folks. And I'm not sure what other breakers do. There's no one else really doing vintage breaking, but at least in the breaking world, if you pull something, you got to grade it. Now, I can't speak as to the turnaround time, hint, hint, PSA, please help us. But in terms of covering the cost, that's something that we're very proud of. We continue to, where we can, cover the costs for the nice hits coming out of our vintage packs and grade those cards with PSA for our customers. He looks like a Blaine with that hairdo, like right with that parting of the brown C with the brown hair he's got. So let's see here. Yeah, they didn't hit. Someone was talking about that the other day. It didn't hit until about 1979 or 1980, I believe. So let's see if we can get apart this gum without destroying at least both the cards. Let's see what happens here. So this does not look appetizing. Rico may think this is appetizing. Normal folks, man. No, listen, you have hints of molds. This is just not delicious. No. Okay. So we were able to salvage Lawrence McCutcheon. I haven't been able to see Amac since he came over to the Yanks, but I'm excited to catch some Yankee baseball. I don't know the schedule. Hopefully they're playing tonight, but with the fantasy draft that we have taking place at Biggie's Clam Bar in Hoboken, shout out. They have a lot of TVs, a lot of. It'll be right near the water. It's about a block off, but it's a great spot. Yeah, these cards are coming out pretty sharp. Can't control the centering. Got a few that are already good enough for PSA. Yeah, I really like the idea of doing this restream, Lou, because now we're having all access points be open to folks. Give a shout out to our good friend Earl from Earl's World of Collecting. I spoke to him earlier today. He's always promoting the hobby through his various Facebook groups. Oh, almost sent Ron Shanklin. I almost shanked him, really. I almost shanked the corner. Lou, what number pick do you have in your draft tonight? Okay. Sure. Okay. You think he is going to be good this year? It's basically just about injury. If he stays injury-free, then he should be good, right? That makes sense. I like how you have a board and you're trading pre-draft. I mean, that is so much more sophisticated than I am. With my fantasy, I was talking to him. I should have checked that out. Now, listen, I'll have to for the future. Thank you. Well, this is a shout out to my buddy Craig, who's my partner later in fantasy football, my partner in crime. He was talking to me earlier, and he said, Leighton, he's on vacation in LBI, New Jersey, with his family. And he was telling me that he's run multiple mock drafts. And I said, it must be nice to be on vacation. Multiple mock drafts. Out of curiosity, Lou, do you hate it because you feel like it I guess hinders your ability to be changing on the fly, and you all of a sudden now have this predetermined route that you're going to take in the draft, or is there a different reason? Sure. I was counting how many cards were in this Cello pack, because as we know, sometimes Topps puts an extra one in, or sometimes less one. Let's see here. Oh, they actually got it right. 18. Perfect. Hey, Slater, how's it going? John H., thanks for joining us. So, John, if we may, I'd like to give away this Nolan Ryan rookie. John's going to come over and help us out. Oh yeah, it's to me it's closer to a 4 than a 3.5, but they're not gonna hear from me about this one. So what's interesting, and I don't know the answer, but it's fun for debate.